What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. It's great to have you. Thanks for checking out my video. Today I'm going to be going over how I plan my cosplays, specifically using Orphea from Heroes of the Storm as an example. I think that planning is an extremely important step in the cosplay process, and the more cosplays that I do, the better at time management I get, and the less stressful my con crunch becomes, which I know that's all something that we need. So if you want some tips and ideas on how to plan out your cosplays more efficiently, stay tuned. First and foremost, I collect a ton of reference images for my cosplay and have them saved in an organized way so I can find what I need when I need it. You'll also want to probably print some out if you don't have a PC in your face at all times, like I tend to. Next, sketching. It doesn't matter if you're a great artist or not. Sketching is integral to understanding a piece. Draw pieces from different angles and really get to know the concept of what you're about to make. If you have trouble figuring out a certain piece, just keep digging for more reference images of it. While I'm sketching, I'll include notes on materials I want to use or things I need to buy, as well as general sizing ideas. So let's say you're planning a big prop or a really intricate or important accessory. I like to challenge myself to be as accurate as possible with my cosplay, and if that's not a priority for you, that's totally fine. But for those who are, what I recommend is to break down your prop into as many small, measurable, and manageable parts as possible. So for Orphea's Relic Crate, I actually had to make this guide myself. Using references, I sketched out half of both the front and back, and then I took it into GIMP, which is like Photoshop, but free, and then mirrored that over so I knew that my template would be even. This does require some skill with drawing, and if you're working on this project and want to use this template, just let me know and I can send it over to you. Once I feel like I understand every piece I'm about to make, I'll start writing down everything that needs to be done. I like to break it down into kind of an outline of sorts. I include all my steps, including sanding, painting, weathering, and sealing. This helps you get an idea of how in-depth any given piece is, and can help you allot enough time for everything. This time, I'm trying something new. I'm assigning expected times to each piece. I've been making cosplay long enough to know a rough idea of how long it will take me to do something. That being said, I still like to overestimate how long it's going to take me. It's much better to give yourself more than enough time to make something than it is to underestimate and end up with a night before the con, hot gluing, anxiety attack disaster. With my expected times assigned, I'm now going to translate that into my personal planner. You totally don't need a full-blown planner system like I have, but I think it is important to at least utilize a digital calendar just to keep you organized and stay on track in general. I recommend, if you're not someone who keeps a paper planner, to set some kind of notification or alarm or something on a digital calendar that can help keep you on track. Procrastination is something I definitely deal with too. Seeing that reminder of, hey, you need to be working on X thing for your cosplay is a great reminder for me. I write down each part of my cosplay on post-it notes, and for my paper planner, I can just stick those in, and if for whatever reason my cosplay priorities have to change because I don't have supplies bought for that piece that week or something, I can just move around what I'm doing that week and it's not a disaster. But for the most part, when you set your plans, you want to try your hardest to stick to what you say you're going to do. So as you can see, I now have a rough timeline set up from now until the convention. Each week, as I'm setting goals and priorities for that week, I'll have a clear idea of what piece of my cosplay I should be focusing on. All that's left is to actually follow through with staying on task and making progress. I try to keep everything organized in my cosplay binder. Anything not in my planner, I keep in this binder. And just a quick flip through for you here. On the very front, I keep a photo of my current project. It helps keep me motivated, and seeing the date of the deadline can really set a fire under your ass if you start going off track. This section is all my references and notes for the current project, or at least whatever notes I'm not keeping in my personal planner for it. I have lists of stuff that I'm going to want to buy, and of course the outline of action steps for each piece, which I probably rewrite this list about 10 times. It just helps me stay on track with everything that needs to be done, because sometimes I'll think I'm further along, so I'll relax, and I really shouldn't. And then other times I'll be freaking out, so I'll write an updated to-do list, and I realize, okay, it's not that bad, this is manageable. So really, list writing is my number one go-to for staying on top of the projects and fighting procrastination. Past that, I like to keep a ton of this graph paper. It's just really plain basic drafting paper. It's great because you can actually take a ruler and actually proportion things to size, with accuracy being so important to me. I really love having this readily available. You just need a little math, which I know sucks, trust me. I hate math, but cosplay has helped me get better at geometry. I used to really suck at geometry, now I just kinda suck at geometry. After that, I keep this PDF printout for quick reference. I'll link this down below. It's been really great for getting an idea of what material I can use for something weird or tricky that I need to make, and it's a nice compact reference guide for you. And right behind it, I have a chart that shows me what glue to use for what material. I really love this thing. So if you're trying to glue foam to plastic, you just come down here and it says CA, which means cyanoacrylate or super glue. Then I've just got some measurement templates for when I'm doing commissions or for myself, so I have measurements right on hand when I need them. And finally, everything I have past here is just old references and old notes from other completed costumes. I like to hold on to these just to kind of look back on, or if I know I've done something similar in the past, I can't quite remember exactly how I did it, I can just flip back here and see what I wrote. Aside from that, I like to keep a couple of sketchbooks in different sizes just for my cosplay stuff. And I also keep a notebook for recording spending and shopping lists. So yeah, that's just about everything that I utilize when I'm planning my cosplays. I hope that this was helpful for anyone out there who is looking to plan their cosplays a little better or just work on being more efficient and organized when it comes to cosplay. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave this video a like down below and leave a comment and let me know what's your next cosplay and what's your next convention that you're going to. I am super excited for a fresh con season. I plan on posting my progress on Orphea while I'm working on her, so make sure you follow me on social media and you subscribe for more cosplay content in the future.